Overthinking is something nearly everyone experiences at some point in their lives. It's that mental habit where your thoughts loop endlessly, replaying past mistakes or worrying about things that haven't happened yet. Maybe you find yourself lying awake at night, dissecting every conversation from your day, or imagining every possible outcome to a situation that, in reality, may never occur. This mental chatter can be exhausting, and over time, it takes a toll on your happiness and well-being. If you're searching for ways to break free from this cycle, you're not alone, and there are practical steps you can take to reclaim your peace of mind. Let's explore 5 simple yet powerful strategies you can start using today to quiet your mind and find inner peace. First, become aware of your thought patterns. The journey to inner peace begins with awareness. Often, overthinking happens on autopilot. You don't realize you're caught in the spiral until you feel overwhelmed or anxious. So, start by paying attention to your thoughts. Notice when your mind begins to race, when you start replaying scenarios or anticipating problems that haven't happened. This isn't about judging yourself or trying to force your mind to stop. It's simply about noticing. You might find it helpful to set aside a few moments each day to check in with yourself. Sit quietly, close your eyes, and observe your thoughts as if you're watching clouds drift by. Don't engage with them or get swept up in their stories. Just notice them. The more you practice this kind of mindful observation, the easier it becomes to catch yourself before you spiral into overthinking. Even just a few minutes a day can help you build this muscle of awareness, creating space between you and your thoughts. The second strategy is to ground yourself in the present moment. Overthinking is often rooted in the past, rehashing mistakes, missed opportunities, or regrets, or in the future, worrying about what might go wrong. Rarely does it happen when you are fully immersed in the here and now. By grounding yourself in the present, you short-circuit the habit of overanalyzing. One of the simplest ways to do this is through your senses. Take a slow, deep breath and bring your attention to what you can see, hear, feel, smell, and taste right now. Notice the sensation of your feet on the floor, the sound of birds outside, the feeling of your breath moving in and out. If you're washing dishes, feel the warmth of the water and the smoothness of the plates. If you're walking, notice the rhythm of your steps and the sights around you. Bringing your awareness to these details reconnects you with the present, making it much harder for your mind to drift into endless what-ifs and if-onlys. Another effective tool is the practice of mindful breathing. Whenever you notice your thoughts spiraling, pause and take 3 slow, deliberate breaths. Focus all your attention on the sensation of the air entering and leaving your body. This anchors you in the present and signals to your nervous system that it's safe to relax. Over time, you'll find it easier to return to this place of calm whenever you need it. The third strategy is to challenge your thoughts. Not all thoughts are facts, and not every scenario your mind conjures is likely, or even possible. Yet, when you're caught up in overthinking, it's easy to accept these worries as reality. To break this pattern, start questioning the stories your mind tells you. When you notice yourself worrying about something, ask, is this thought true? Is there real evidence for it? Or am I assuming the worst? What's the most likely outcome? How would I advise a friend in this situation? Often you'll find that your fears are exaggerated or unfounded. It can also help to write your thoughts down. When you see them on paper, they often lose their power and seem less overwhelming. You might even spot patterns, recurring worries that don't stand up to scrutiny. Once you recognize these patterns, you can gently remind yourself that just because you think something doesn't make it true. Practicing self-compassion is essential here. Don't beat yourself up for worrying or overthinking. Recognize that your mind is simply trying to protect you. Thank it for its concern, and then gently steer your thoughts in a more helpful direction. Over time, this practice can help you build resilience and a greater sense of inner peace. The fourth strategy is to set boundaries with your mind. Just as you wouldn't allow someone to follow you around all day criticizing your every move, you don't have to let your inner critic run wild. Setting boundaries with your thoughts means recognizing when it's time to let go and redirect your attention. One way to do this is by scheduling worry time. Instead of letting worries intrude throughout your day, set aside a specific time, maybe 15 minutes in the evening, to write down your concerns. During this time, allow yourself to worry as much as you want, but when time's up, close your notebook and move on. If worries pop up outside of this window, gently remind yourself that you'll address them later. This technique can help you contain overthinking, preventing it from taking over your entire day. Another helpful boundary is to limit your exposure to triggers. If scrolling through social media or reading the news leaves you feeling anxious or overwhelmed, consider taking breaks or setting limits on your consumption. Choose activities that nourish you instead. Reading a good book, spending time in nature, or connecting with a loved one. Protecting your mental space is an act of self-care, and it sends a powerful message to your mind that your peace matters. The fifth and final strategy is to cultivate activities that bring you joy and relaxation. When your mind is busy, it can be hard to remember what it feels like to be truly at peace. That's why it's so important to make time for the things that light you up, even if it's just for a few minutes each day. What activities make you feel calm and content? Maybe it's listening to music, painting, gardening, or going for a walk. Perhaps you enjoy cooking, dancing, or spending time with pets. Whatever it is, make it a priority. These moments of joy act as a counterbalance to overthinking, reminding you that life is about more than your worries. Physical movement can be especially helpful. Exercise releases endorphins, reduces stress, and shifts your focus away from your thoughts and into your body. You don't need to run a marathon. Gentle stretching, yoga, or a stroll around the block can work wonders. The key is to move in a way that feels good to you, making it a regular part of your routine. Consider exploring relaxation techniques such as meditation, deep breathing, or progressive muscle relaxation. Even a few minutes of meditation each day can help quiet your mind and create a lasting sense of calm. There are countless guided meditations available online that can help you get started. No experience required. Connection is another powerful antidote to overthinking. When you're stuck in your head, reaching out to a friend or loved one can help ground you in the present and remind you that you're not alone. Sometimes, simply talking through your worries with someone you trust can bring perspective and relief. As you practice these 5 strategies, awareness, grounding, challenging your thoughts, setting boundaries, and seeking joy, you'll begin to notice shifts in your thinking and your sense of peace. Remember, overcoming overthinking isn't about achieving a completely silent mind or never worrying again. It's about learning to relate to your thoughts differently, so they no longer control you. It's also important to remember that change takes time. Be patient with yourself as you build these new habits. Some days will be easier than others, and that's okay. Celebrate your progress, no matter how small, and trust that with each step, you're moving closer to the inner peace you desire. To help you on your journey, here's a brief summary of each strategy. 1. Awareness. Notice when you're overthinking. Pay attention to your thought patterns without judgment, and practice observing your thoughts rather than engaging with them. 2. Grounding in the present. Use your senses and mindful breathing to bring your attention back to the here and now. Engage fully with whatever you're doing, even if it's something simple. 3. Challenging your thoughts. Question the stories your mind tells you. Are they based in reality, or are they exaggerated fears? Write your worries down and look for patterns that don't serve you. 4. Setting boundaries with your mind. Schedule worry time and limit exposure to triggers that fuel overthinking. Remember, you have the power to protect your mental space. 5. Cultivating joy and relaxation. Make time for activities that make you happy and relaxed. Move your body, connect with others, and explore relaxation techniques to create moments of peace. If you find that overthinking is interfering with your daily life or causing significant distress, it's okay to seek support. Talking to a mental health professional can provide you with additional tools and guidance tailored to your unique situation. You're not alone in this, and help is always available. Remember, your mind is a powerful tool, but it doesn't have to be in the driver's seat all the time. With patience, practice, and self-compassion, you can learn to quiet the noise and uncover the peacefulness that already exists within you. Take a moment now, wherever you are, to close your eyes and take a deep breath. Feel the air fill your lungs and exhale slowly. Remind yourself that you are here, in this moment, and that peace is always within reach. Each time you return to your breath, each time you choose presence over worry, you take another step toward the calm and clarity you deserve. Over time, these small acts of awareness and self-care add up, transforming your relationship with your thoughts. You'll find that your mind becomes quieter, your outlook more hopeful, and your days a little brighter. The journey to inner peace begins with a single step, and you can take that step today. So, the next time you notice your thoughts starting to race, remember these 5 simple strategies. Pause, breathe, and gently bring your attention back to the present. Trust in your ability to break free from the cycle of overthinking and embrace the peace that awaits you. The path isn't always easy, but every moment you spend practicing these techniques is a gift to yourself, a gift of calm, clarity, and deeper connection with the world around you. Choose to be kind to yourself, to let go of what you can't control, and to focus on the beauty and possibility of each new day. Inner peace is not a distant dream. It's something you can nurture, one mindful breath and one gentle thought at a time.